Hello everyone, Crystal here from Galaxy Finds. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Depop, and Thrilling. And today I have a video that I really didn't want to have to make, but since you guys probably saw my last video where ThredUp sent me fake Doc Marten sandals, if you didn't see it, go back and check it out. They sent me fake Doc Marten boots this time. So I wanted to use this as sort of a learning situation for me and for my viewers because, yeah, ThredUp obviously does not authenticate their stuff very well, considering I've gotten 2 in a row, and it is very hard to tell on the website what things look like because they only provide 2 pictures. They provide a picture of the side and a picture of the front. They don't provide any tags, they don't provide the bottoms. So yes, I did some deep digging. I received these Doc Marten boots yesterday in the mail, which at first glance, they look good, right? They look perfect. They're supposed to be new with tags. So this is what the tags look like, which I'm not sure if this is a red flag in itself. I'm not an authenticator of Doc Martens. I've never authenticated Doc Martens. So I've owned Doc Martens for myself, but yeah, so these looked good to me, especially on their website. And even on the bottom, there is the Doc Marten stamp. And it does, like, unlike the sandals, these actually do say Doc Martens on them, okay? So that was the biggest tip-off with the sandals. So those ones were, like, very, very obviously fake. Like, you look at them and you're like, there's no way these are real. Like, just the fabric, the weight of them, these feel heavy. These are heavy. Those ones, they didn't have a Doc Marten stamp on the bottom. They didn't have any sort of size tag. Yeah, so those ones were very obvious. These ones, I got them and at first glance I was like, wow, these are awesome. I'm gonna like make good money on these, because I did. I paid up for these because these retail for $200 and they are still on the Doc Marten site for $200. And I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll make close to retail with these. So I thought I'd take a chance. And then the first thing I noticed, I'm gonna be putting pictures up of my boots versus a pair of real ones, just from various listings I've found online, just to compare. So the biggest thing I noticed was the tag. I know you can't see it much on here, but I will be posting a screenshot. So the tag says Doc Martens, they have like a serial number, and then it says made in England, which I thought was strange because being a vintage seller, we know that made in England Doc Martens are worth more money because they're vintage, because Doc Martens are no longer made in England. And if they are by some chance, I assume it's some sort of specialty collab or something. But I looked up all the listings that I could find of these shoes, and I think they said made in China or somewhere else. They did not say made in England. None of them did, because these are like a fairly new style of boot. So that set off my first red flag. The next thing was the size. So the size says UK 7, USM, which should be US men's, 9, and then it says USL, which should be US ladies, 9. That didn't make sense to me, because if it's a 9 in men's, it's not going to be a 9 in women's. So I went to the Doc Marten site and looked at their size chart. And I just wanted to see what a size 9 equals in like the European sizing. And I'm pretty sure it said a 39. And these say size 40. And the funny thing about the Doc Marten's size chart is there is no size 40. It goes 39 and then 41. I don't know if that's some sort of typo or something, but that's on their official website. So I was like, do they not even carry something called a size 40? So then I went and I just Googled it, and there was a video. These are called the Jadon boot, by the way. Jadon. And apparently these are a very faked boot because they are so popular. So another way, so there are multiple fakes. These are not like the only type of fake you will see of these. Some fakes are worse, some fakes are better. These fakes are actually pretty well made, and like to like an unskilled eye, these look real. And I'm sure, like, you know, I could probably fool somebody with these if they didn't know. And I'm not going to, obviously. So this tag actually looked pretty legit because some of them had like unreadable tags, and like, or they'd be blank, like the ones that were on my sandals. But these say the airwear with soles, bouncing soles, whatever. These are on regular Doc Martens. Another thing about this Jaden boot. So there's a Jaden, this is the original Jaden, and there's the Jaden 2 and the Jaden 3. The Jaden, regular Jaden, see these are like the eyelet holes? They should be silver. Apparently they only made them black in like the Jaden 2, I think. Don't quote me on any of this because I just did all this research last night and I'm trying to spit it out to you. But yeah, the eyelet holes looked wrong. Also, zipper. So you see this? I'll put up a picture of what the zipper's supposed to look like. This is just a plain, like, silver zipper pull. It's supposed to say Doc Martens on it. It does not. The bottoms actually look pretty legit. Let me look at the bottoms here. There's usually, it's like a raised, embossed thing. It'll say Doc Martens, air cushion sole, oil, fat, acid, petrol, alkali resistant. So, like, you know, they're like work boots. But that's on the bottom of all the boots. But if you are to see like a size number here, that means they're fake. And yeah, there was I saw a few examples of fake ones. Okay, and then there's also a guide that I found on Poshmark from Googling. And this person actually confirmed all my suspicions. They authenticate Doc Marten boots all the time. They have a chart in their closet. I'm going to post their username because I can't remember it right now. But they got back to me immediately. So if you ever have any questions about a pair of Doc Martens, I would say contact this person. They had like hundreds of comments on their chart. They also had pictures that were very helpful to me in authenticating these. So, oh yes, and here's another thing, the stitching. The stitching should be immaculate. I don't know if you can see, but there's like, it's kind of like a fumble right there. Like it's not, it doesn't look good. It's like sticking out. So that was another thing. Doc Marten stitching should be immaculate. You know, these are supposed to be $200 boots, so they're not going to be messed up. I'll tell you that much. But this part too will usually be heat embossed, like on the leather. This will not be a sticker. So that was another thing. And the product number on here was off by one number. So mine said 6001 and the ones that were actually the Jaden boots said 5001. So I noticed that. There's a lot of ways to tell. So if you're an authenticator, you should be able to tell this. So that just tells me that ThredUp just isn't looking or caring about if items are authentic or not, which is, you know, concerning because I would never buy like a high-end item on ThredUp, but I know some people would, and some people do, and some people might have gotten fakes and not even known it, which is sad because you're putting a lot of money out for these. So I will tell you, I did spend $67 on these, okay? Because I was sure I could at least double my money. And if these were real, that would be true. So I did end up using the chat feature on ThredUp, and I was like, listen, this is the second time I've gotten fake Doc Martens in like the past 2 weeks from you guys, and I need to return them and get my money back. Like, this is not okay. So the lady was just like, basically they make you like prove it. So like I wrote her like a paragraph of why they were fake, because she was like, oh, you know, give me the order number and then tell me why you think that. And I'm like, all right, lady, I just did a deep dive, so here we go. And she was just like, okay. And like, I got sent a label. I'm gonna pop them back into the post office and get my money back hopefully soon. The thing that is frustrating is that it does take a little while to get your money back too, because it's ThredUp, and ThredUp is like overbooked with stuff. Like they have stuff coming in all the time. I just sent them a bag that processed immediately and I was shocked. I thought it would take months. So I don't know what's going on over there, but I still send them like my, you know, stuff I get for free from neighbors and stuff, and I'll send them stuff that I've had in my closet for 3 years or so, and just, I don't ever want to see it again. But ThredUp is not, I wouldn't trust them per se. So always do your research. If you order something from ThredUp and you have suspicions that it might be fake, definitely do your research, and let this be a lesson to you guys from me. I'm still a little nervous because I have actually one more pair of Doc Martens coming to me from ThredUp, because I've been sourcing them lately. So we'll see what happens with those. I will definitely do my research and let you know how it ends up. Hopefully they're real, and hopefully I can make some money off of them. So thank you for watching this, and have you ever received a fake from ThredUp, and what did you do? Alright, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll be back next week.